Okay, so this is Maysara. You're gonna drive up that. You pass like a little pond right when you come in. It's about a 1 or 2 minute drive up to the actual venue. And you'll come up to here. And this is the building. I'll back up a little bit. There are these huge double doors. I mean huge. The ceremony and reception are in most cases up there. There's also an outdoor area where they sometimes have a ceremony. In this case wedding, the 8/8/2015, we don't know exactly where everything's going to be set up yet because the coordinator hasn't sent that through. They're finalizing, but most likely it will be inside these doors, which I'll show you in a little bit. Load-in is right here through these doors. Over to the left, you'll see parking, but vendor parking is actually around the back of the building. So at the very back of the building, there's vendor parking. And I have been told that all around this building, around the outside, there are plugins for just your standard plugins. So which usually they don't have stuff going on out here, but it's just good to know that you can also plug in out here. You can see I've walked up to the giant doors, and just to show you as an example, there is a plug-in. There's one further down just before that barrel. So, and from my understanding, they're all around the building. So this is just inside those giant double doors. This is the venue. There's no air conditioning, but it is cool in here. And for events, they have fans and a cooling system. Up there, which I'll take you to in a little bit, they sometimes have events up there, usually corporate. Most weddings don't use it. They also have this little cobblestone area here. And for weddings, that usually seats about 100 up to 150 people. And then for this larger area, they can do a capacity up to 299. She said that every wedding is different and how they set it up is completely determined by each wedding, but most weddings that she's seen, the DJ is set up right there in front of those barrels, and right where I'm standing is where the dance floor is. So, and there are plugins not far from there. She says that they wire cord behind the barrels over from here. So you can see there's a power source right there. So you would go behind the cords, or sorry, not the cords, the barrels, all the way to that corner. And there's the doors. Now we don't know what the case is for this wedding yet, but she says that that's what most weddings have, although they do vary. Again, from this corner. So sometimes people are seated down there for reception. She said that ceremony happens here, and then it turns into a dance floor. And then if it's a bigger wedding, tables are here instead of that cobbled area I just showed you. Walking over from where we said that in most cases the DJ is this cobbled area. And just so you know, there's an outlet over there. There's another set of big double doors. And behind that table, which sometimes she said is the main table, or sometimes a buffet, there are outlets back there too. So here is that upstairs area that in most cases is used for corporate events. So there are outlets all along the wall on this side, as well as along the stone border on the bottom over here. You can see them throughout. For example, there's one right there. Just to give you an idea, those are the double doors that I came in from. This is the back of the building. This is where they ask vendors to park. So here's the outdoor area where they also sometimes have ceremonies. There are outlets all along this wall. There's one there, one there, any on the other side, but they're all over here. There's one more there, and one there. And in the corner, there's a larger one that she said is used for bands to plug in. So, and all of their plugins everywhere are for high voltage, high capacity, but that one right in the corner is specific to bands. And they said that even in the case of weddings with bands, all of their weddings have a DJ. Sorry, making you dizzy. There we go. The last video is to show you where I just came in from. That was that outdoor area that is sometimes used for reception, which comes into this upstairs area above where I was originally showing you. So that is that big entrance door at the front of the building. Down here is that area that they sometimes have smaller weddings or receptions. And over there in the corner with the barrels, that's where most likely the DJ is set up. And that larger area is when they have bigger weddings.